Welcome back to another Worthless Mutt Score the Dog Butcher, back again to shine a light on this brain dead dog culture. Title of this video is going to be Dognuttery in a Loop. The never ending stupidity of this dog culture. Within dog culture, it is mindless. The dog owners, the dog experts, the dog industry, any person within this dog culture is just the stupidest thing ever. They don't learn from their own mistakes. They cannot see things before it happens. They're not proactive. They don't learn from others' mistakes, even when experts, tell these dog nuts not to do this or do this, they do their own thing. And even if they do follow experts, it's often horrible, misleading stupidity, which only leads to more stupidity in this dog culture. They don't learn. They don't get it. They just don't get it. They're mindless. I don't think, and I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I know I always say that a lot of time. I don't think they're aware of what they're doing and saying. That's how mindless these dog nutters are. They're so bad and disgusting and stupid and reckless and immature. My goodness, the things they do. And this problem with dog culture, it's not just in the home or in the neighborhood. It's in the law enforcement. It's a problem with the airlines, with the doctors, with the school, with government, with these dog experts. Man, there's so much dog problems. But pretty much only one solution. But these dog nuts, again, they're stupid, so therefore they can't see it. The only solution that can be beneficial for these dogs and for people. I'm not talking dog nuts. I'm not including dog nuts as people, but for people and for the dogs is to eliminate the dogs, eliminate all of them. Put these dogs out of their misery. Send them to doggy heaven or ever, doggy paradise. If that's a thing, send them and let them live elsewhere, doing whatever they want, and free the earth of these worthless mutts. That is the solution. And only then, I believe that the stupidity in these dog nuts will cease to exist. There'll be less attacks. There'll be less problems. There will not be any dog problems. But as long as these worthless mutts exist in our existence, there are always going to be problems. There's always going to be dog problems. And it's attacks are important. The diseases are important. But it's the stupidity, the disgustingness of these dog owners. Especially some of them that are okay with walking with dog shit in a dog poop bag in public. I don't get it, man. It is nasty. A few things that I want to go over today, in this video at least. First thing, I'm not going to show the video because it's about dogs knocking over children. And in the headlines, if you can see at the bottom, I can't stop laughing. So if you watch the video, it is of dogs knocking over children. And these dog nuts think it's funny. Of dogs knocking over children. Now imagine if this was reverse and it was a baby, a toddler, preschool, knocking over dogs, all of a sudden that wouldn't be funny. It would be abusive. It would be wrong. Because people don't want to see dogs getting hurt. But they're okay with children getting plowed into the ground by these dogs. And like always, these dogs show no remorse. They don't care. They can't care. It's not possible. And that's probably why these dog nuts find it funny, because they don't care that little children are being harmed by these dogs. It only shows the mentality of these dog nuts, and I'm gonna stick with it, that they're stupid. They are stupid, very, very stupid. And this is on Facebook, but if I know if I play it on YouTube, you're gonna get a strike for it, for being violent, to being harmful to minors. But why is it allowed on Facebook? Why are people allowed to laugh at this and over 12K likes? It's ridiculous. It is by far ridiculous. And we're going to discuss briefly about the police dog. And in this headline, the police dog shot and killed after seriously injuring handler. And I said earlier in this video, there is problems everywhere. Everywhere this dog is, maybe not in those words, but everywhere where this dog is, there are problems. Even in law enforcement. The dog is attacking its handler. Come on, man's best friend. A police dog has been shot and killed after it turned on its handler and attacked her. Police teams were searching for a missing person in Walton. So they're searching for a missing person, and the worthless mutt just all of a sudden became aggressive and started to bite the handler, causing serious injuries. And I wish they can show. I hope and wish they can have filmed it to see what happened, just to see this dog going psycho. We just talked about rage syndrome. Maybe these worthless mutts had rage syndrome, and you're telling me they didn't know this from the beginning? They didn't know this from when they were training, before they even got into the field? But they're gonna say rage syndrome? Worthless, man. These dogs are worthless. But this article reads, this is back in February of 2023. This was just happened recently, just last week. And they say, no more using police dogs to arrest people. New law could make it happen. A few weeks ago, the California lawmakers introduced a bill that would ban the use of police dogs to arrest or apprehend suspects, or as a form of crowd control. Because you know why? Dogs are dangerous. They're literally loose, worthless mutt cannons. That they'll attack anyone. They'll attack anyone, even if you're minding your own business. They'll attack you. And we just had this worthless mutt attack its own handler. So if it can attack its own handler, what's stopping it from attacking a child that's just having fun, or a bystander who's minding their own business? Someone could be on the bench just taking a rest, and this dog just darts attacking them. When does it end? 2021, police dogs caused more serious injuries or deaths than either tasers or batons. That nearly 2/3 of the use of force incidents involving dogs were against people who are Negro and Latino. I may have read this before back in the day. That moment is just one chapter in a centuries-long practice of police using dogs to terrorize people. The Jim Crow era, slave patrols, the Spanish conquistadors use trained dogs to overpower indigenous people as they colonize the new world. And what's that old saying? Man, dogs are man's best friend, but they're used to attack man for no reason. Used to enslave man. And the other saying that these dog nuts make up is dogs can sense bad people. So were all these people bad? They're just living on this land, and we have these invaders coming with these dogs, using them to terrorize them. Where is the sensing of bad people now? How come these dogs didn't sense the bad people? Were the indigenous and the Negro and the Latino bad people for just being here? They were settling in various parts of the world first, and we have the invaders using these dogs to attack them, to terrorize them. So I'm a little confused how dogs can be man's best friend. They can sense bad people, but are still used to terrorize people for no reason whatsoever. If dogs were man's best friend and they can sense bad people, why are we even discussing banning dogs as for law enforcement? Why even discuss it? Like, why is this even a topic of discussion? And they admit dogs and humans have a relationship dating back thousands of years. Even after those thousands of years of, coexisting, dogs still want to eat our flesh off of our body. They attack whenever, whoever. All that man's best friend, dogs can sense bad people. It's a bunch of bullshit. Just know it. It's a bunch of bullshit. And they add, this is another article, it makes no sense. This is a dog nut canine officer who's opposing the ban on these worthless mutts as police dogs. And he says it just makes no sense. A retired lieutenant with the Modesto Police Department and president of the Western States Police Worthless Mutt Association. He said police dogs are an invaluable, non-lethal part of the agencies across the country. I'll be right back in 1 second. Let that sink in for a second. All right. This guy literally says dogs are invaluable. Non-lethal part of the agency across the country. It's a tool, and it's something that if we take it away, you're just eliminating one more non-lethal weapon for law enforcement. This guy says dogs are non-lethal. Invaluable means extremely useful. Extremely useful. And he says they're non-lethal. He says they're non-lethal. I'm not making this up, people. I am not making this up. You're just eliminating one more non-lethal weapon for law enforcement. Which other non-lethal weapons have they eliminated? Let me know. Like, what other non-lethal weapons has the law enforcement eliminated? He also says the other is focusing more on controlled police dogs and being under complete control at all times by the handler. Dog bites it can be vicious and disfiguring. So why didn't he say these are non-lethal, non-vicious, non-disfiguring, worthless mutts? Because they're still dangerous. This guy is still, he's okay. He's okay with disfiguring suspects. He's okay with it. This is what they want. A lot of these dog nuts, police dog nuts, whatever you want to call them, they want to make suspects feel pain by releasing their dog on them. This is what they want. This is what they want. Dog nuts are sick people, as we all know, and they get off to watching their dog attack and harm people and real animals. And going back to this for a second, this video is all about dogs knocking over children, and people think it's funny. They think it's funny. But if it was the child hurting the dog, automatically it's a problem. Automatically it's wrong. Only the dog can knock over a child, but the child can't even slap the dog. We can't even say we hate dogs, but it's okay for dogs to knock over children, people. And what I'm getting is this guy just wants to see people being disfigured. Taking it a step further, points to canines being the only method of force that you can recall after deployment. Didn't we just see a video? Didn't we just see a video? Not just one video. There are many out there of the dog continuing to maul a suspect after they've been apprehended, where the handler, whoever, calls the dog back, but the dog does not listen. So many times they're out there using it to attack people who've surrendered for no reason. And these are the dog nuts that are just stupid. They're stupid. They're very, very stupid. And this guy's trying to be, smart. He's trying to be a smart aleck. This guy's trying to be a smart aleck. What's the alternative? Someone laying in a morgue with a gunshot wound? You can't really help these dog nutters. I'm gonna play a short video of police dogs in a high school, and just listen to what they have to say.
Tool tonight in the war on drugs in our suburbs. Police dogs are hitting the hallways and parking.
Did I hear it? Why?
Lots on Long Island. CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff reports now from Bohemia.
Narcotics sniffing police dogs will soon be on the hunt at Connecticut High School. The district inviting Suffolk police to conduct surprise sweeps of student lockers and cars to sniff out illegal drugs. Superintendent Linda Adams says it's come to this.
As a community,
Drugs in our suburbs. Police dogs are hitting the hallways and parking lots at a high school on Long Island. CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff reports now from Bohemia.
Narcotics sniffing police dogs will soon be on the hunt at Connecticut High School. The district inviting Suffolk police to conduct surprise sweeps of student lockers and cars to sniff out illegal drugs. Superintendent Linda Adams says it's come to this.
as a community, we've decided to face this head on. We want to save kids.
No. I think they just want to see dogs. They just want to see dogs. These are dog addicts. These are dog nutters. They don't care. They just want to see dogs. They want to see dogs in the area. This isn't about keeping children safe. It's about dogs. You come on, there are other ways you can deal with this problem. But they decide to bring in a dog. For what? To attack someone? For them to get off to this dog?
As the wake-up call came with a student arrest in March, allegedly found with 90 packets of heroin in school. They join a growing list of districts fortifying anti-drug strategies, inviting police sweeps, advising parents the district owns all lockers within school facilities. Students do not have the right or expectation of privacy within school lockers.
This is a
and they obviously don't have a right to feel safe away from these worthless mutts. To me, this is just me talking. I just think this is just a way to bringing dogs. This person is probably a dog nut. Just wants to bring in dogs into the school. Likely she doesn't even care about the students. She just wants to see dogs.
serious policy that we're going to enforce.
That means if drugs are found, students will be arrested.
That's his indication. That's the locker it's in.
Police say their presence is a needed deterrent.
This is a full-blown public safety crisis where we have young adults overdosing on a regular basis.
The sniff operations will be unannounced, conducted while students remain inside classrooms. In a community named #1 in New York State for heroin overdoses, many applaud the move.
I think it's great. I think the drugs are just running rampant.
Many students aren't going to be happy about it, but I feel it's a good idea because school is supposed to be where you feel safe.
I don't think we should have.
Well, you want to feel safe. You can't be inviting these dogs in. We've heard countless stories of these dogs attacking children. they attack children. These police dogs have attacked children. I would not feel safe with no dog near me. Would not.
Dogs going around smelling people's lockers. Yeah, it's a step in the wrong direction.
Some schools are reluctant.
You say the wrong direction?
School is supposed to be where you feel safe.
I don't think we should have dogs going around smelling people's lockers. Yeah, it's a step in the wrong direction.
Some
This
schools
guy- that
are
guy
reluctant
had it
to
right.
bring in police for
That guy had it right. I'm not sure why I had this. Was it this? I don't know what. But anyways, yeah, so I mean, this is a good example. This is like dog nuts. They should start using these search engines. Start using these search engines to see what these police dogs do. You can probably find countless of videos of where these dogs are attacking suspects who have surrendered, attacking innocent bystanders. And we already have a story of the dog attacking its own handler. But then we have people like this that, you know, want to say they're invaluable and non-lethal, but then admit that they're vicious and they will disfigure your body. This is not something that should be in schools, and there's something that dogs should not be used for nothing. They should not be used. And they also mention how you can recall the dogs back. When there are various videos, maybe not right here, but if I showed them, I would show you that that's not true, because there are countless times where I've seen videos, seen evidence of dogs attacking people after they surrendered. The so-called handler called back the dog and the dog doesn't let go. So that's worse than being shot at. You get shot once, ow, you're on the ground. You get tased, ow, you're on the ground, it stops. But when a dog bites you, it's gonna maul you, keep mauling you. It's not gonna stop. Even when their worthless handlers, you know, tries to separate the dog from the suspect or whoever, it doesn't let go. So these dogs, again, it doesn't matter. Law enforcement, government, neighborhood, doctors, schools, they're all worthless. All of them are worthless. Now check out this worthless pit bull. Okay, I'm gonna, because that's just annoying. Look at this. This disgusting pit bull is trying to maul a treadmill. Disgusting pit bull is trying to maul a treadmill. And this is what they use. Isn't this what they use to prepare them to fight? Or whatever? I don't know. You can't make this up, people. You can't make this up. And these are the things that they want. These things. They want these things in our homes. Stupidity, I'm telling you. This is stupidity. How about in this video? How about in this video? A leopard snatches a dog off the street to eat. Watch the video first and I'll give you my 2 cents. So there's the leopard right here. I guess this is the dog nut owner. There's the worthless mutt. And the leopard's like stalking, scanning the area, very observant. He can smell it, he can see it. He's subtle. It's not making noise. It's not making noise. Not being obvious. And then slowly and easily it snatches and takes its lunch, or midnight lunch. Just like that. And have you noticed, did you notice, obviously you can, leopards, these cats aren't stupid. This leopard easily could have attacked this guy. Easily could have made some noise. It probably saw other people about, but ignored them. This thing only wanted the dog. Didn't make any sound. Didn't create any kind of disturbance. Slowly walked, got what it needed, and left. This guy remained unharmed. Other people potentially remained unharmed. No problem there. Easy. Easy. No problem whatsoever. If this was a dog, they would be barking. They would bark to let their prey know, hey, I'm here, I'm going to get you. Did they make the noise? You would hear them panting, hear them walking, hear them jumping, hear them doing whatever. You know dogs can't hunt. They're not hunters. They're pathetic. But this leopard ignored the guy and went for its meal. They're very observant. They're scanning the area, looking for noise, looking for various things that may distract or disturb them. They keep an eye on it. They go slow. They take their time. See? Very agile. One more time. So again, very agile. Very nice and slow. Boom, one snap, boom. Just like that. Just like that. We gotta give a hand. We really gotta give that leopard a round of applause for being very intelligent. Because dogs can't do that. That's why dogs, you know, are hoarded into homes, because they're pathetic. They can't hunt. They can't survive on their own. They're pathetic. Dogs are pathetic. This was over 13 years ago. And I believe what they're cooking, or what they were cooking, was pit bulls. This looks like this was pit bull meat. This is pit bull meat, guys. Pit bull meat. This guy, is the skin crisping? If so, that must have an excellent crunch. 10 years ago. And it's all in how you braise them. Your video made me hungry. I'd like to eat meat pies of those. Thumbs up, keep up the good work. Yummy, looks good. I watch this while petting my worthless mutt. Always fresh. How about this? Speaking of stupidity. Look at the stupidity. Is this funny? Is this funny? Can't make this up, people. Can't make this up. And these are dog nutters filming their stupidity, then putting it on the internet for the world to see. I didn't film this. Hey, I may have posted it and have everyone watch. But this guy originally posted this stuff on the internet. Filmed it, nevertheless. Nevertheless, he filmed it. Then I'll say he posted it on the internet. So people can witness the stupidity of the dog nutter. And a lot of dog nuts, they like this kind of stupidity. So that's where these dog nuts are at. And that's why with dog nuts, like, I see them as shit. I see dog nuts as like shit. As like stupid. Pathetic. Dog nuts are like the dirt at the bottom of your shoe. Like, this is them. This is them. They do this. I'm not doing this. I don't own a dog. I'm not filming this. It's these dog nuts that are filming this. How about this? Don't mind the eyes. This morning I found my dog licking the bleach water. 1 4-cup bleach is about a gallon of water. To about a gallon of water. From my mop bucket, I heard him only take about 2-3 laps from the water before I got to him to stop him. He's a worthless mutt. Will he be okay, or what should I do? Here's what you should do. Put the thing down. These things don't deserve life. Put them down. The thing is too stupid. It's going to drink bleach water? Guarantee real animals could probably tell, hey, this is dirty water. But dogs, they eat everything. And I've already shown you, dogs eat needles and knives, golf balls. They eat rocks. They eat glass. So you can't tell me, oh, this is 1 inch. No, dogs do this all the time. They do it all the time. In this video, we see a I'll say worker being ambushed by these worthless pit bulls. So here you have him minding his own business, not bothering anybody. He's not hurting anyone, just in his shop. Probably hears something. He hears it. He sees it. He backs up. See? They're just coming right at him. See? Doing nothing. He's doing nothing. And these things decide to ambush him. See? This is what people want. They want you to get attacked by these things. Why didn't he stand like a tree? You think if he stood like a tree, these things would just walk by him? Another story, not going to play the video, but long story short, an old lady in Detroit, in D-Town, in D-Riot, in the city of D-Riot, 80 years old, and she died in her home. And they found her being eaten by dogs. They found her being eaten by dogs. Man's best friend, mind you. Man's best friend. Doesn't matter if if it's a dog in your home, neighborhood, community, school, doctors, airport, law enforcement, government. Dogs are a major problem. And standing like a tree is pretty pointless. Like, do you dog nuts agree that if you've seen a dog that you don't know, or dogs you don't know, pit bulls you don't know, coming right for you, do you think standing like a tree would do anything? I mean, first thing, you stand like a tree, even if they're not going to attack, these things are going to be invasive. They're going to be touching you. I don't want that. They're not just going to walk by me and just leave. They're going to stay around me. And then, how long am I supposed to stand like a tree for? Let's say there's no owner. How long am I supposed to stand like a tree? 20 minutes? 10 minutes? Until the dogs leave? Let's say there is an owner, but you know how these dog owners are. They just don't care. You stand like a tree. They try calling their dog back. The dog doesn't come back. Then what they're going to just walk slowly towards the thing. So you tell me I got to stand like a tree where I pretend I could be bitten, where this nasty thing is touching me, and I have to just wait for the thing to go or for the owner to take it? This is what dog nutters want. This is the logic of dog nutters, where they want you to stand like a tree when dogs approach you, but they're okay and they find it funny when dogs, tackle children to the ground. Like I said in the other video, dog nuttery, dog culture, it makes no sense. It's not supposed to make sense. Dog culture is not for the intelligent. You gotta be very stupid, very, very stupid to be a dog nutter. This is another Worthless Mutts. I am Gore the Dog Butcher, and remember, it's okay to hate dogs.